Hi, it's Amy from Cakes with Faces, and today I thought I'd share my plans for my Japan trip, which is coming up really soon. Everything's booked. I've done my Visit Japan web, I've got my yen, I've got my rail pass, I've got an 18-page list of things to do, and I am ready to go. I'm going to be filming lots of new travel videos. I can't wait. I'm all stocked up with fresh memory cards and batteries for my camera. If there's anything you want to see, tell me in the comments. Of course, I can't guarantee I'll do all of them. I do have a lot of plans already, but it does help to know what sort of things you want to see. Something I know some of you are concerned about is Visit Japan Web, which is the new online system for customs, quarantine and immigration. I've filled mine in now and it's really not that bad. It's nothing to worry about. Some of the questions and formatting is a bit strange, but in my experience, it's normal for Japanese online forms to not always be formatted quite how you'd expect. My proof of vaccination was approved before I'd even finished filling in the rest of the questions. It was so quick, but the time it takes does vary because they approve it manually, so it depends how busy they are. They recommend you fill it in at least 2 weeks before your trip. I haven't seen any limits on how early you can fill it in, but you need to give them the address you'll be staying in Japan, so you do need to have everything booked. I noticed lots of the questions are the same as the questions on the paper forms they used to give you to fill in on the plane. It's just an online version. If you've got any questions about Visit Japan Web, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll help out if I can. So on to the plans for my trip. At first, I couldn't decide where to go in Japan. After waiting for so long, I just had too many ideas. First, I thought about going to Kyushu because I really like it there. I was thinking of staying in Kumamoto and taking a boat across to Mount Unzen and the Unzen Hells because I enjoyed the Beppu Hells so much with the boiling hot springs and all the steam coming up. And Shimabara looks like a lovely town. I was looking at stopping off at Onomichi along the way, which is a really picturesque town on the coast with views of all the islands in the Seto Inland Sea. I also looked at staying in Takayama, which is a really beautiful old town. From there, you can also go to Hida Furukawa, which is one of the settings from the film Your Name. It looks lovely with carp swimming in little canals along the streets. You can also take a day trip to see the old historic houses at Shirakawa-go. But in the end, I didn't choose any of those plans. When Japan opened up in October and I heard about other people starting to go, I kept thinking that if I was them, I would take the opportunity to go to Kyoto. Up until 2020, the numbers of tourists going to Japan just kept increasing. It's crazy when you look at the graph of how much they were going up. And apart from Tokyo, the most popular place to go in Japan is Kyoto. So it was becoming more and more overcrowded and just full of people, which was making it harder to enjoy the places everyone was going to see. I think I must have been quite lucky when I last went in 2016 because it wasn't really that crowded. So I thought if there's ever an opportunity to experience Kyoto with lower crowd levels than normal, that time is now. Or maybe that time has passed now because I know lots of people are planning trips for the spring. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to go to Kansai and stay in Kyoto and Osaka. It might not sound like a very original plan, especially when I am always encouraging people to go to other places around Japan and not just the most popular places, which are Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka. But I just wanted to take the opportunity. There is loads I haven't done there, and there's lots of day trips you can do around the region as well. I made a video all about them. I'll also be spending some time in Tokyo because for me it wouldn't be a trip to Japan without spending some time in Tokyo. I'm going to be going to my favourite places, some new places, and seeing how it's changed. On the way between Tokyo and Kyoto, I'll be stopping off for a quick stay in Nagoya, which is a new city for me. I'm looking forward to going to the Maglev Museum and seeing all the trains. It looks so good. I'll also be going to Kinosaki Onsen, which is about 2.5 hours on the train from Kyoto and Osaka. I've heard it's a lovely train ride through the countryside. I'll be staying in a ryokan, a traditional Japanese hotel, and going to the onsen. It's a really pretty town around a canal. There's 7 bathhouses around the town, and if you stay in one of the ryokan, they give you a pass so you can visit them all. Now, onsen have never been top of my Japan to-do list because I'm not really a bath or spa sort of person, but so many people say they really love them and it's the highlight of their Japan trip, and Kinosaki looks like such a beautiful place, so that's probably the place I'm most looking forward to. So those are my plans. If you have any recommendations for any of those places, put them in the comments. And if you want to see what I'm doing, I'll be posting pictures on Instagram. I'm Cakes with Faces on there. I'm not doing any meetups or anything. I've got 18 pages of things to do to get through, so I don't have a lot of time. But if you do see me while I'm going around, feel free to come over and say hello. While I'm away, my shop will be taken care of. Normally it's just me running Cakes with Faces, but while I'm away, I'll have some helpers taking care of things, so your orders will be sent out as normal. And there are only a few left of my Japan guidebook at the moment. It is being reprinted, so it will be back in stock, but there's only a few left, and it looks like there will be a time when it's not available. During that time, I'll be taking pre-orders for the next batch, but I don't have a delivery date yet. It'll probably be the end of March, start of April. So if you want one for a trip that's coming up soon, please order it soon. I always feel really bad when people want things and they're not available. So that's it. I am so looking forward to bringing you new travel videos soon. Give me your recommendations in the comments and tell me what you want to see in the videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.